Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Is Deontay Wilder's unconventional, unorthodox fighting style enough to take out the master boxer Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury also brings to the table a very unorthodox fighting style, although it seems like the basics with the fancy footwork, head movement, and lateral movement, and how he drifts off in and out of range, but is always there to land a punch. It seems like that is the art of boxing, but he has an unconventional way about it in that he is just so big. He's 6'9", and he carries a lot of weight with him also, but is still very light on his feet. The same can be said for Deontay Wilder, but in a different light. He is very heavy-handed. He's a lot lighter. He's a similar sort of height, and he is great with landing punches that no fighter really sees coming. Those shots that swing wildly from out round the side come in behind the gloves, and it seems to hurt the fighters even when they land on the gloves. Fighters can't really catch shots from Deontay Wilder because they're just so powerful, and that is a great advantage in his favour. Even Tyson Fury is going to struggle to get out of the way of some of his shots because he is very, very fast and at times very, very accurate. Also, he has great athleticism and he has this awkward movement, especially when he's got an opponent hurt. He kind of drifts from side to side, and it's kind of hard to see which angle he's coming from. And then he swings one of those wild, hard shots, like a sledgehammer, over the top. So, Deontay Wilder is a force to be reckoned with, and although his fighting style isn't well received, or it doesn't look like he's a brilliant boxer, it's his own fighting style. He has created it himself, and over his last couple of fights, they have worked on his boxing ability and his fighting style, trying to make him box a little bit more on the behind the jab and move a little bit better. But I think he's at his best when he fights his own way, his own style, the one that he created, where he went 12 rounds with Bahrain Stavern and completely outmaneuvered him, outpunched him, and dropped him a couple of times also. A lot of people don't really know what to make of Deontay Wilder's fighting style and say that he's not a great boxer. He kind of looks a bit silly at times, which, yeah, I guess if you bring it back to the basics of boxing, but if you take into account his fighting style, I guess it's not that stupid. And obviously he carries that great power, the equalizer. And I mean, we can't really say he's not a good fighter or boxer because he's 40-0, 39 KOs and WBC heavyweight champion of the world, unbeaten. So, I mean, you can't say that he's a bad boxer or a bad fighter because he has proven that he can answer to any fighting style because he has done in the past. Yes, his level of opponent is questionable at times, but going in there with Ortiz and taking him out the way he did, he was behind on the scorecards, yes, and he was being outboxed, but still, he found a way to win, which he seems to always be able to do in the big occasion. Now, although I am British and I'm kind of inclined to back Tyson Fury because he's British and he's our fighter, I still have to respect Deontay Wilder for what he has achieved and what he brings to the table. As will Tyson Fury. He has said he respects Deontay Wilder, although he may not say it now that they're going to fight, but he has done in the past said that he respects Deontay Wilder. So, I mean, Tyson Fury, he says what he really means outside of when he's not in fight mode, but when he's in camp and training for a fight and fighting someone, he comes out with all manner of things that some of the stuff he means and some of the stuff he doesn't. All in all, I think Tyson Fury is a good guy underneath all of what he says, all of the controversy. Some of the things he says, I think it's just an outburst. He doesn't really mean to harm or offend anyone. He just says it just comes out. Like, it boils up inside of him, comes out of him like a burp in some kind of way. That's a weird way of explaining it, but still, that's just the way he is. And Deontay Wilder can be a bit of a loose cannon also. He seems to shout his mouth off sometimes also. I mean, he talks big, and so far he has backed it up. Same with Tyson Fury, he talks big, and so far he has backed it up. And now they're coming together to clash in winner-takes-all fight. Lineal champion versus WBC champion. They both have different attributes, different boxing styles, both unconventional boxing styles. So this is either going to be a fight that catches fire and is going to be amazing, or it could be a little bit cagey for a couple of rounds, but ultimately, I think it will be a spectacle and one to remember when it gets going. Maybe after the fourth round, after they both figure each other out. I think Tyson Fury will come out jabbing and moving well, and maybe Deontay Wilder will try to get Tyson Fury's respect with that big right hand he has. But anyway, what do you guys think? Please let me know what you think of this fight in the comments below. Please also continue to support, like, share, and subscribe to the channel Crunch Boxing and Sport.